So I'm here at Richard Richard M. Nixon County Park in York County. And I just wanted to show off this cool walking bridge because I'm all about walking bridges, as some of you may know or not know. Um, there's over this nice little creek here, and it is a fairly long walking bridge. But I just really like walking bridges for whatever reason. I don't know why. Um, Actually, just bridges in general. I really like walking bridges and railroad trestles and stuff like that. I've just always thought was cool. Um, but yeah, this is just a nice little walking bridge here. I don't know if I'm going to do any more on this park. That'll depend on if I feel like downloading the video editing app again. But this is on the geology trail at, once again, let me see if I can get this pamphlet. I'm trying to hold too much things. At Richard M. Nixon County Park in York County. If you want to see this wonderful walking bridge here, which is just fantastic. So I believe I've made it to the top, or the highest point on this trail anyway. It's quite a climb. I was following the geology trail and the hardwood trail. It looks like they split off and the geology trail goes that way, and it looks like that's downhill. So hopefully downhill the rest of the way. Although with all these leaves on the ground, downhill can be just as fun, quotation marks, as going uphill because everything's slippery because there's leaves. I think it just rained yesterday, roots, and yeah, everything's all slippery and stuff. So you gotta be a little careful hiking this time of the year because the leaves hide things and they can be slippery and everything. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. I'm up here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show that I'm up a hill here, but the geology trail goes that way, and the hardwood trail looks like it continues on in that direction. So yeah, so we're gonna go, or I'm gonna go that way and continue to follow the geology trail. There's not too much that's super exciting about this park, but it does seem to be some sort of like education center type thing. Do they have any information in here about that? Yeah, they got all sorts of other stuff here. But they have like education programs. So like if you were a part of a school or something and you wanted to bring some kids out to learn some stuff about like the local environment, local ecosystem, you could bring them out here, and I guess a park ranger or somebody would do like some sort of class or something. So that's kind of cool. Of course, I'm just out here hiking today because I saw that it was kind of close and I had never been here before, so I figured I'd check it out. So since I was talking about this being kind of more of like an educational type thing, down here there's this concrete path and there's a couple different like signs and stuff. There is I believe they call it a nature center down here, right over here, but it's closed on Mondays, which is what today is. So that's not open, so I can't check that out. It looks like they've got some sort of, I believe it says experiment in progress there. So they're doing something, so that's kind of, it's interesting. So they don't want you to touch cups of whatever hanging from the trees. Down here there was like a little like what looks like an improvised shelter, but there's like a tunnel through the middle of it here. There's a sign here explaining what it was. Brush pile. Kids go on an adventure. I guess it's basically like so kids can see kind of what rabbits and small like creatures and everything see while they're hiding in bushes or going through the woods or whatever. So that's kind of cool. There's a couple other signs around. Thing about trees, explaining about bark and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's just a cool little place to bring I don't know if you have kids or like if you're a teacher, or I don't know, maybe if you have like nephews or nieces. Some other stuff here about shelter for creatures and everything. Stuff about rotten logs and stuff being shelter for small organisms and bugs and stuff. A whole bunch of benches for people to sit down. Um, yeah, just a nice little park, somewhere to bring kids or whatever. And I believe if the nature center was open, there would be more in there to check out. Yeah, and you got a little like sitting area and a very obvious like area that I guess a park ranger or somebody qualified to do so would dig in the stream and talk about like the organisms and everything that live in the stream. But obviously they don't want you walking through the stream and everything because it can damage ecosystems for creatures and everything and pollute the water with clouds of silt and stuff, all that stuff. But yeah, there's something else down here. I don't know what this is. Walk over there quick while I have the phone out already. But yeah, it's probably not gonna be the smoothest video ever because this is just on my cell phone and I'm a little shaky sometimes these days. I don't know what that is. Okay, let me just see if we can just get over here. Okay, so they're doing some sort of experiment or something, it looks like almost. Something about lichen. Seeing if lichen can be transplanted. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Get out of here. Yeah, just a neat little place. Down here at Richard M. Nixon County Park. I'm not sure why we have a park named after Richard Nixon in Pennsylvania, but whatever, it's kind of cool. Thing about rocks. And then I guess they've got examples here. So, because that's a quartz, definitely. Got some other kinds of stuff here. It looks like something too. Yeah, so they've got a thing about rocks and the different like types that they are, and they've got examples here, which is cool. So yeah, there's something down here about a dinosaur track, but I didn't see a dinosaur track, so I'm a little confused. Unless it's just really light on the one rock, which it could be. But I'll bring you down here quick while I'm here. Some planters, I guess for probably growing like native plants and stuff. But this down here, it's talking about a dinosaur track and stuff that was found near Philadelphia and everything. And the only thing I can figure is maybe there's a really shallow one on that like flat piece there. But I can't really make it out, so I'm not sure if that's true or not. But anyway, this is Richard M. Nixon County Park in York County. Cool little place to bring kids to learn about nature, I suppose. But yeah, that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.